Hi guys, this video is meant to be an appetizer for what is to come next, so that you can have an idea about what kind of content should you expect. So I mean, you can guess from the title, unlearn, relearn, and organize. So let me explain those three words. What I mean by that. So by unlearn, I mean is that I'll not be teaching anything new. I expect that you have basic education and you know many things. The only problem is that there are some loopholes, some misconceptions. Maybe not, but I mean, because I interact with students and with the professionals, so I have come to the conclusion that there are some widespread misconceptions about very basic things. So what I mean by relearn is that once we identify the problems, the issues, the loopholes, we fill those. So, but that's not enough. Yeah. The third part, organize, is to develop a strategy to structure these ideas in your mind. I mean, even if you learn everything in the best possible way, but if you do not connect those pieces together, by connection, I mean is that they should be joined inside your mind in such a way that everything makes sense and it tells a storyline. So I mean, people call it the bigger picture. So, and there is an advantage because initially you might not feel the need for organization or structuring your thought, but later on, there are layers after layers. You learn one thing, then you learn another thing, and one thing builds on top of another thing, and there is a point, if you don't develop this strategy of structuring things, you actually get lost. And the funny thing is that you will know each and every bit of it, but you will not be able to build on top of it because there is no structure. Yeah, I mean, it's a mess. So I mean, you can also say that you're lost in details. So let me come back to the videos, how the videos will be organized in this series. So I would first expose you to some very interesting questions. So instead of teaching you anything new, I'll start with something which looks very familiar. And your first reaction could be, oh, is that why he's discussing that in the first place? Because I know that. But later on, when I get deep into that problem, you will realize that there are many questions that could be asked, and you could have asked these questions while you were learning it. I mean, it is possible that you don't remember those questions. The reason is that when you ask one question and you are discouraged or you don't find the answer, then you come across a new concept, you ask, or a new problem, you ask again certain questions. There are certain questions which I believe are natural, and every curious mind should be asking those questions. But if you don't find the answers, or if you get humiliated by comments like, what a silly question, what happens is that you learn to stop asking those questions. You feel stupid and you think that, okay, It is not normal to ask these questions. So you stop asking these questions. I'll give you many examples of we of I mean, I'll give you many examples where you will get convinced that we as a society have learned to stop asking questions, and I want to undo that. I just want your help to join me in this channel, and the first few videos will be an attempt to learn, relearn asking those questions again, and teaching our kids to keep asking those questions, and just to make everybody realize that there are no silly questions. Okay, every question makes sense, so we should be able to deal with any kind of question. So stay tuned, and wait for the first video. Okay, thanks.